For a decade, I attend conventions for the thrills, the trends, the love for cosplay, and excitement of meeting new friends that share the same interests as I do. I consider indoor and outdoor events as well as vacation spots as conventions in of themselves, as I get involved in exploration, seeing the latest in collections, getting to know the community, and typing about my experiences, all while having fun doing it. These are my stories. I am Musashi X, and welcome to the Musashi X Chronicles CON-umentary. Joining me in my journey once again is my good friend Dragon Kirito, who is rooming with me for the convention. Although Retropalooza Arlington is a 2-day convention, I actually traveled to Dallas during Friday. The reason is that while it takes about 4.5 hours to get to the hotel, it's about another hour to get to the Dallas town of Frisco, because for the first time, we'll be checking out the famous National Video Game Museum, and I must say, it was very stimulating. Oh man, remember dial-up? There are 2 sets of information monitors where you can navigate through different consoles, learn its history, and read some tidbits of pop culture that happened during that year in question on the lower right corner. Some pop culture references would make sense, and some are just outright messed up. You'll see why if you ever get a chance to make a visit to the place. There are also sections for development kits for some of the consoles of the past. There's a section dedicated to a certain primate. a section for handheld consoles throughout history, especially failures like the Gamecom and Nokia N-Gage, yeah, remember those? Or that ill-fated Gizmondo, which had been embroiled in a scandal of epic proportions. Oh yeah, and a section dedicated to the infamous Action 52 and Cheetah-Man duology, some of the worst games of all time. We actually played those games, and we can tell you that they're as bad as many videos tell you they are.
You mean a prototype of Jet Brand radio on N64?
Wow. Didn't know that existed. It's also great to see two backdrops that are designed of what gamers' rooms looked like during the 70s and 80s, complete with old-time TVs, record players, stereos, and other appliances. Here's a photo montage of some of the stuff I took photos of. I'll only show a good number of them, but you can find my complete album of the museum in the link in the description. Finally, there's an arcade section where we can use the free tokens given to us at the start of the tour, but there's also an old machine where you can exchange money for tokens if you so desired. The room has a wide selection of good games to play, and there's even a leaderboard for many of the games, none of which Kirito nor myself would ever achieve, as they are from people who had way too much time on their hands. Overall, it's a very fun place to explore at least once and worth the $12 entrance. It actually feels good to learn history as well as playing them. Next, we took a drive to Grapevine Mills Mall, which has the Arcade Center Round 1. Afterwards, we hit one more arcade center, and that's Cidercade Dallas. It has a more unique selection than what we have here in Cidercade Houston, though the inside itself looks more cramped. Nevertheless, a solid arcade center. Once that was done, it was time to call it a night. Good morning, everyone. This is Musashi X, here today at Retropalooza Arlington 2022. It's already 9-ish. I was able to get in so easily because I do have a VIP pass here. Yeah, not much to say around here, but well, not much to say right now. But I do have. I'm gonna see if there's some wares I'm going to get here this year.
I'm not telling you at all.
Just a bunch
The system, yeah. That's the problem. A lot of kids, when they got it, just ripped it out of the box.
I do remember this logo though, for some reason. So maybe I did have it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That one. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I like all the cardboard, paper, all the stuff that would have got thrown away. I really like.
Do you happen to have the RCA cords for the GameCube?
I don't. No, I don't have any cords.
You know, has this been tested? How do you turn it off? Same thing.
Did you get that intro smoke? With that box? No,
Is that the interesting part you have?
Yes. So everything's on there. Yeah. I think it was a lot of yeah. November 1921. There's going to be a Halloween show at Urban.
You see, they're doing that one. You know that
We went last year.
They're having that show next weekend. Well, they're having a Corey Feldman. They're having a pop-up. Warren Gingerbread and. Are you doing that one?
Oh, it's Halloween weekend. Halloween weekend is like the Misfits on Saturday.
So that's what?
You know, I don't go to the and I have Casey gave me tickets, you know, the bass player.
All right, let's do it. PS2 with cords and a controller for $65. I might cop that.
It was a real honor to meet voice actress Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who is the current voice of Tails from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise since 2014. She's such a sweetheart, and she even signed my statue of Ino Yamanaka from Naruto, as she's also the voice actress of said character.
You have until 2 p.m. to sign up for the cosplay contest. At the top of the dog booth, near the freeway and arcade area.
We bought it for you.
Arlington.
I'm such a troll in this game sometimes. I wanna be the very best.
Like no
one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. In a world where pizza always responds, a select few are chosen to pick the ones that are worthy of being eaten. Which ones will rise and which will fall. Coming to theaters near you as the dough rises. Rated PG-13. I don't know.
Free, I'm not sure.
I'm sorry?
If they put like an update out that puts more characters on it, that issue updates it for free for you.
Oh, that's
I believe
cool.
you have to ask them.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Isn't that right? Or like the Smash Brother games, if they get an update or something where it adds the characters and stuff.
Yeah, it's all.
You actually remember. Yeah.
going on? Where have you been? What's up, dude?
Hey, Hal.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, of course. Here I am at the Retro World Series booth, held by my good friend here, Hal Hawkins, and I gotta say, you got a good lineup this year.
Pretty good lineup, yeah.
I think the one I'm gonna try to attempt later on will be the Sonic 2 and Contra ones.
Oh man, we got some good scores on the Sonic. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. I think 61 seconds total.
61
for the Emerald Zone, X1 and 2.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Well, when it opens up, you can practice. You might want to do that.
Oh, I'll definitely do that.
Contras tomorrow.
Okay.
You got him down for like at least like.
And then that goes on. I don't know how long he has more time, but he can get him in strike. So
I think.
That wasn't there? They're looking at a lot of money. Really? Yeah. So that one, that's Mrs. Happy. She was complete. It's called Satan.
Hey, how's it going?
All's good, sir. Just checking out your wares here.
I only have the Japanese version. They play the same, but they're super hard, bro. It's not fun. They're really hard to play. They're not like the first one. That's easy. This is not easy to play.
They have it to where you can do, like you just click some buttons and it times 3 this way.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You can click some buttons and then you have like, when you're battling, it just or top of the modern game. Just to flip through real quick. Yeah. It made it to where like I could go do some side quests and stuff like that.
I always see that turns out like when you turn into a
What do you guys think? Oh, funny idea. Grab that too. Yeah, Oddworld's an awesome series. I've been keeping trying to got a pound of gaming, stun race, yeah. Throw rock raid, or what the heck?
My table cover.
Yeah, your table cover. You know,
And I use the blanket all day. It's so cold in here.
Yeah, I've looked through these. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we actually got them from like literally at probably 20.
Alright. Oh, you know what? This came from the guys that have... That's cool. Prints and posters.
Oh yeah, do that?
Over there at the front. Yeah. Kind of a heavy check lady and a skinny guy.
The skinny guy. The skinny guy came over here. I was watching with the lady. I didn't see her. You know, first.
Oh yeah, it's in Hollywood. Yeah, I was in there for 9 months.
have a shifter. Yeah, I think it's less good. But,
So here we are back at the hotel room. Just showcasing the swag that we got, and the first one of course will be from my good friend Dragon Kirito. He was collecting some these are puzzles.
Board games.
Board games.
I feel like it's time to get myself one, or a few actually. This one in particular kind of caught my interest. I think I might play this with my brother, because he's a huge fan of samurai. So am I, as a matter of fact. Hell, you can even play a Tiger Man right there too. So take that, Tai Lung. And of course zombies, because I'm a huge fan of zombies in the zombie genre. I can't wait for the upcoming re-release of Dawn of the Dead on Regal Cinemas. By the time this video has been released, the film will also have been released on Regal Cinemas only in Halloween weekend. So sorry, not sorry.
And I'm sure you also got another one as well.
Yes, like I said, I'm a zombie nerd.
That explains your obsession also of Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, and House of the Dead. But this is nothing compared to what I've actually got for, on the gaming side right here.
Well,
for one thing, I got myself a PS Vita copy of Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. One of my friends actually did let me borrow the PS3 version, and I did really enjoy it. It's an anime fighter with characters from Dengeki Bunko properties like Sword Art Online, Durarara, a certain scientific railgun, just to name a few, and even has 2 characters from Virtua Fighter guest starring in these games. So that's really cool. I think the PS Vita has a few extra characters, so maybe that might be a reason why I got this.
Unfortunately, this version did not come in the US.
But the PS Vita is region free.
Thankfully.
So the madre con eso. Over here, I have Kengo 2. If you're familiar with Kengo, I don't blame you, because no one's familiar with Kengo. If you play Kengo Masters of Bushido, that's the reason why. But in Japan, they continue making these games, and from what I've heard, they've gotten better over the years. So maybe broken, messy models will be the least of my problems, aside from broken, messy controls.
Speaking of controls, though, I see where you're able to score a really good red PS4 controller.
Not just red, but black.
Red and black. Ooh, nice.
I got this for $40 because I'm not paying $50 to $60 to $70 for a pinche DualShock 4 on Walmart. So.
Oh, of course not. Oh, and I see another good one right here.
And these 2 games in particular, especially this one, I have to thank our good friend G to the Next Level. What's up, man? Really massive thanks for the price drop. I have no idea he would even do something like that, especially for the fact that he actually know my name, which is kind of an honor, if you ask me.
Hey, you always wear that fedora hat.
I mean, I like fedora hats.
Hey, it's stylish. Don't get me wrong.
But anyways, if you're unfamiliar with Dynamite Cop, if you ever heard of Die Hard Arcade, this is the sequel. Otherwise known in Japan as Dynamite Deka, which is a 3D beat 'em up, which is absolutely bonkers. I mean, hell, look at the main bad guy in the back. If that doesn't scream 80s or 90s, then you're probably living in the wrong era. And this one right here. I saw this game at one of the pictures from Okashi Houston, which is playing an arcade version of this. And when I got there, no. So G was also selling this game, and I had to. I absolutely had to, because I'm a huge fan of fighting games. Ask frickin' Musashi over here. And I know this game has very fluid animation, especially for 2D. So this is a hidden gem from what I've read, or from what I've heard.
Oh, but one thing for sure about Rumblefish, I cannot wait for the sequel to be released in modern consoles soon.
Wait. It's not just the Rumblefish. It's the Rumblefish. The Rumblefish.
Exactly. I mean, I've already played the sequel within my Dreamcast emulator, Rumblefish 2, because Thomas Wave games can be played on the console. Believe it or not, though, one YouTuber I could reference for that one would be Sega Lord X, because he did demonstrate that. But yeah, these are all of Dragon Kirito's stuff right here.
Make it some more the next day. It's hard to say.
Oh yeah.
But this is my first big haul. Big, quote, big. I only say that because Rumblefish and Dynamite Cop are my two top finds.
And thankfully he succeeded on that. However, the one thing Dragon Kirito really wanted to find was Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star on PS2, but I don't think a single dealer was even carrying that.
I actually did find, and this is gonna really anger me because I do not have a Wii U. There is a Kamen Rider game on Wii U that I wish I'd known of, which is basically Skylanders Kamen Rider, which I have no problem with that. I don't like Skylanders, but if it has Kamen Rider or Tokusatsu in it, I could care less.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing about Dragon Kirito, folks. He's big on Tokusatsu, especially Kamen Rider. In fact, I'm gonna put a link in the description below for anybody who loves Kamen Rider or Tokusatsu to follow him on his TikTok.
I do quite a couple.
And now, moving forward now to my haul right here. And of course, I'll be starting off with the Power Stone collection, which is basically Power Stone 1 and 2 in one complete package on the PlayStation Portable. I mean, granted, I already have this digitally on both my PSP and Vita, but I decided I wanted to.
It's $20 off digital.
Exactly. And let's see. Yep, got this standee right here for Aerith because she's my best girl in Final Fantasy VII. And let's see. And he mentioned G to the Next Level. Well, I also got this from G to the Next Level. It's a really underrated fighting game. Psychic Force 2. It's sequel to the first Psychic Force. It's only released in Japan and in Europe only. But now there is a version of this also in the Dreamcast, which is Psychic Force 2012. But Psychic Force 2 here, while it didn't have a much more, it did not have an improved graphical fidelity as 2012 did. It does support extra content like extra characters and the like. And I also have here 4 Sega Saturn games, all imports. I have the underrated RPG right here, Shining Wisdom, which is a spin-off of the Shining series. And I also have the Japanese version of Fighting Vipers. I had to get it though. It's much more fun playing the Saturn version, and of course Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man!
Yup, literally Pepsi Man in the game, and he's OP'd. Plus, I also have both the Japanese copies of Panzer Dragoon 1, even though I have the PS2 version of it as part of the Sega Ages 2500 lineup. And I also have Panzer Dragoon Zwei, the second game, which is the prequel to the first. Of course, I had to get both of these because I also have the Japanese version of Panzer Dragoon Saga, known as Azel. But yeah, I just had to get these two to complete the collection, though. That only leaves me just one Panzer Dragoon game that I just need to get, and that's Panzer Dragoon Mini on the forgive Dragon Kirito slurping.
It's delicious Sonic slush.
Oh yeah, he's also obsessed with slushies. And yeah, I just had to get Panzer Dragoon Mini on Game Gear, which I doubt any dealer at Retropalooza was carrying. And for And finally, for $60, I had voice actress Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
The voice of Tails from Sonic 2!
Yep, the voice. Yep, you heard right, folks. The voice of the current voice of Tails, as well as Tails in the live-action Sonic movies. But see the statue right here of Ino Yamanaka from Naruto. I actually got this a long time ago in aminami.com, but I just had to bring it to the con with me, just to have Colleen O'Shaughnessy sign it, because aside from being Tails, she's also Ino from Naruto, as well as Neliel, at least I think that's how you pronounce her name, from Bleach. But yeah, Ino's my favorite female character from Naruto, and I got her to sign it, so it was definitely worth it. And I did get a picture with her, which is cool. So yeah, that's very much my my swag in a nutshell. Yeah, hopefully, just like what Dragon Kirito said, hopefully that tomorrow there'll be more fines that we can collect, or maybe get more controllers and such. I haven't had that much luck on trying to find some good quality Saturn controllers, much like a Sega Saturn multi-tap. But yeah, I just hope you folks like the swag that Dragon Kirito and I got, and hopefully we'll add more to the collection soon. So yeah, hope you enjoy all this, folks, and this is Musashi X and Dragon Kirito signing out right now.
It was definitely one heck of an adventure for us both that weekend. Sure, our adventures in Anime Expo this year was intense, but Retropalooza Arlington was right up there. I mean, we get to explore the video game museum after hearing so many good stories from the Dallas natives that have been there, checking out 2 nice arcade centers, enjoying the convention itself and able to score some great wares along the way, and of course, that after party at Freeplay was extremely lit. So for those that love retro games and game collecting, take it from us, if we can do it, you too can also be able to enjoy all these places in one weekend alone. It was worth all the investment, and Retropalooza Arlington is definitely a blast to attend, with great dealers that can cut you good deals, and of course, games, and more games. I hope you viewers like this video, and if you find this video and other content on my channel interesting, feel free to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for any new videos coming your way, and don't forget to follow me on social media. Your support will be greatly appreciated. Myself and Dragon Kirito have one more convention to complete, as next time on CON-umentary, we'll be ending our 2022 convention run with a favorite, the Houston Arcade Expo, and it'll be one heck of a party for everyone. Until then, this has been Musashi X, and I bid you all farewell, take care, and stay tuned.